Hi guys, I'm really happy at the moment because I did my exam last Wednesday, and I'll make a separate video about that, but I've finished now and I've got 4 weeks off until practice, so I finished all my second year theory, and yesterday I put all my books away and it's all cleared away, so hopefully I've got a list of like 20 videos that I want to make, and I'm going to try and make them in this time and try and catch up on everything that I want to do. So this video is going to be about juggling, nursing, social life and family. This is a video request from Tasha Sunder, and basically I put this in kind of 2 points, in theory and in practice, because they're both very, very different. So firstly, in theory, it's a lot easier to kind of have a social life and to see friends and stuff, but definitely one of the key things to do in that is to be really organised. You need to get your work done, and if you get your work done, then you're more relaxed, you have more time. If you set yourself a timetable, like I work better in the morning, so which is really good, because if I go out in the evening, then I get it all done before I go out. You know, make sure if you know you've got a test and you know you've got to work, then get it done even before it's due. So I used to get essays done like 1 or 2 weeks before they were due, and so when everyone else was panicking because the due date was coming up, I'd already done it. I was able to see my friends and things. That's just the way I work. I'm just naturally that kind of person, and if you're not, it will be much harder to kind of have a social life, because I know that people that aren't so organised are kind of a bit last minute, and then in those kind of 3 weeks coming up to their deadline, they just don't see anyone because they're really trying to get it done. So if you can, really be organised and get things done. Also, what I did last year was, and this year actually, is make things a reward. So if there's an event coming up that you want to go to and your friends are going out and you want to go with them, and you know you've got a piece of work to do, then say, if I get this work done, then I can go out. So do it as a reward. It's obviously really hard, because if you don't get the work done, then you can't go out. You've got to like stick by what you say, but I was never in that position because I wanted to go out so much. It was that motivation that made me carry on and do the work and being able to see my friends, which was really important and a really good idea. So definitely I would suggest that. So in practice, it's a lot harder to kind of maintain that social life and seeing your family and stuff, just because it's so busy and so tiring. So I was on kind of 12.5-hour shifts, and obviously I was only doing like 3 or 4 days a week, so you'd think because I have 3 or 4 days off a week, I would be kind of seeing my friends and having a social life, but in those days you're just so exhausted, and I would just catch up on all my sleep, and I would just stay in my pyjamas all day watching TV, relaxing, which is really important, and you need to do that sometimes. But also I think this, like, it meant that last year I didn't really have a social life, just because I was so exhausted. I didn't really leave the house on my days off, and I just enjoyed being at home and being able to stay in bed. But definitely this year, one of the things I'm going to try and do is, even if I'm completely exhausted on my days off, is try and get out, because I think placement is really hard work, and you need the support of your friends and you need people around you. So definitely, even if you're exhausted on your days off, you know, like you have more than 1 day off usually in the week, so even if 1 day spent just in your pyjamas being really lazy, watching TV and eating lots of chocolate, and the other days spent just seeing a friend, meeting for coffee and things, it's really important that you have that support, because as I say, placement is hard work, and you know, you see things that most people don't see in their daily jobs. So you need your friends and your family around you. The last point I'm going to make very quickly is, if you've got kind of family events that you know are happening during your placement time, then definitely just right at the beginning of your placements, when they're assigning your shift, then tell them. Like, obviously don't tell them a week before the event, you know, tell them in advance. And if you've got like a wedding or something, then definitely like ask for it off. They might say no, but usually placements are really good and they give you that time off, as long as you don't give them a week's notice and you tell them like ahead of time, you tell them before all the shifts are set out. They're usually really good about it. And obviously be sensible. You know, if you've got a family event every single week, you might not get it off, but you know, if it's just a wedding or a party like once or twice in the placement, then I'm sure they'll let you have it off. So just be honest with them and ask for it. Don't be afraid to ask. So that's pretty much all I have to say about juggling and nursing in theory. Keep organised, stay on top of things, and make sure you have that support of your friends and family. Thanks for watching this. Comment, subscribe, like the video, tell me your feedback, send me video requests, and I'll see you in my next video.